Top of the morning to ya. Look at this beautiful day, eh? We got the wet weather gear on. We're heading for the gold patch. We're going to get the gold today. Stay tuned. All right, well, that's why we're out here today, chasing the gold. And there is our first piece. Just a magnificent little piece. We've just spent about 10 minutes clearing around this little sticks and areas and picking up a bit of rubbish. And then under the tree root here, this is all filled in with leaf litter, what have you. So it was built up to about the tree root there, but clearing it away with the pick and swinging the coil under that tree root. Bingo! First little piece. As I said, that's what we're doing out here. A cold, wet, horrible day. But look, I got the wet weather gear on, just some snow gear from Aldi's there, and it's served me really well for the last couple of years. So we've got the pants, we've got the jacket. Look, we're well and truly rugged up. So I don't mind being out here on the cold, wet days. And it was 12 months ago, this time last year, end of June, where I found the big 30-ounce nugget. So look, it was a horrible, wet, cold, rainy day. I never ever let it deter me though. Just rug up and get out there and enjoy. Let's keep going. Funny, I don't think we're going to see anybody else in the bush today. Let's get these headphones off. Look at that too, we've got blue sky. Look out! The world is looking after us. We've got this next target too. Let me get the glove off. Everything's so wet and sticky. It's all right. I think we got gold on this one too. Oh, I thought I just heard something hit. Nice screaming signal, and I really have not moved. Still in that same Malachite miner's hole where we found that first bit of gold. It was actual fact just there. So we're going to see if we've got another bit on this one, and if we do, sounds like it, we really need to work this stack really, really hard. Really hard. See what else we can get, because where there's one, there's often more. And I can't even see this one. Everything's so... Look, it's a lot easier when it's dry. Everything's so dirty and wet today. Alright, we're going to find him. I'm pretty certain that's going to be gold. Reason being is because if it was lead, it would stand out straight away. Alright, let's get him and we'll give you a look. That's why we could not see him. Not even gold. Oh. Actually, maybe it is. Yeah, take that back. It is. Ah, there we go. You got to be so careful. Is that gold? It looks like it. I think it's stuck in the stone. Let's give another wave over the detector. All right, now let's find a stone. Let's crush him, because I'm not even certain myself. Quartz stone looks good. I can see gold, but what is it? Is it rust and gold stuck together? Do we have it stuck on our fingers? What's actually even happening in this scoop? Oh. Sit up properly. It is gold! Holy smokes! Look at that. That's why you need to be careful. Oh, geez, I thought that was rust. I was nearly about to just can that clip. Oh, that's exciting. It's tiny, I know, and here we are wet and struggling to find it. But yeah, that's gold, everybody. Second bit from the stack. Let's take you in. A lot smaller than the first bit, but that's how easy all this stuff hides. And look, if I'm struggling to find it, I've got a detector. The miners had no chance, did they? Unless they seen it and then put it in their bottle. I'm sure they probably had something more than a bottle. But very, very cool. Second bit of gold. Same stack, as I said. First target right there. Second target right here. The sun's coming out. The sky's turning blue. What could go wrong? Let's keep going. Well, 'tis the whole of signals, this one. We've got another 2 or 3 maybe. Let's have a listen. Take you off Bluetooth. Get the horn working. The horn on the back of the machine. How cool is that? Redirects the sound up the front there, and it works really, really well. Let's have a look. Sharp. Another one up here. Not too bad. And you see someone's had a stab over the back there. That's quite a while ago too. Look at all the dirt. Is there anything that's left in the hole? Actually going grass out of it. It's that old. Let's do a quick ground balance. Don't think so. When you push on the coil, like if you push forward on the coil, hear that? So I think that's all we're getting on that one. That's where our last target come from. Just filled the hole back in. So let's go after these next two. He sounds the best. I'll try and clear him up a little bit. He sounds good, just a bit soft, so he's still a bit deep. Or he's very tiny. Hopefully he's deep. Alright, sounds a bit better now. Let's go after him and we'll come back and give you a look. Hopefully gold on both. Wow. Very big bit of gold. Come on. Oh no! That's lead. It's the wrong colour. Yep. Leaded. Alright. Grab that next signal. Carry that one there. Woohoo! That's definitely gold. He's in the rock. Oh. Hello! Alright, well the first one was lead. I don't know if you've seen or heard, but that was just a ball of lead. Nothing cool about that. This one's gold though. You know how I know? I can see it. Also, it's stuck in the stone. Oh, we're nearly crushing him out. There he is. I'll zoom you right in. You can see what I'm gawking at. How cool is that? Listen. Let's crush him out, because that's always fun. Quartz stone. There. I actually took a quartz stone home to Dominic last night. It was perfectly round, like not perfectly round, but it was very, very round shape, like a marble it was. And I said to Dom, I found this in the goldfields for you today, mate. Made me think of you, and I brought it home for you because he collects gemstones, rocks, what have you. That's not the only bit of gold we're getting out, surely. There we go, another bit. I can see a bit hiding off the side. But he collects gemstones and rocks, Dom. He's got quite the collection. And he'll be able to tell you nearly all different stones what they are. Like jasper and tourmaline and amethyst, and like he just knows them all. Oh, I'm really struggling on that one. So, looking, there's just gold flaking off everywhere there is. So there's two bits, two really jaggedy bits there. Let's see if we've got any more. Yeah, heaps we do. Best not to crush this anymore in the bush. We better take him home. Someone else said there the other day. Someone said about using a pair of bullnose pliers out in the bush here and being able to crush it up out in the field here. And that's all very good and well. And I will probably do that one day if I don't lose them in the bush. But sometimes it is best just to take it home and crush it, because you know you're not going to miss anything, and then you can pan it off as well. So that's what we're going to do. Two little bits of gold, as you can see, plus I'm pushing around this other stone with more gold in it. So we'll take it all home, crush it up, and at the end of the day, I'm probably certain we're going to have a couple more rocks to take home. We generally take home a couple of stones like that. So yeah, let's do it. Let's just put it in the container now, move on to the next, and probably put the headphones and the hood back on, because here comes the bloody rain again. Lovely. We've shifted to a new area now. We're out of the miner's hole. And we're not far off lunch too, I hope, because I'm starving. Oh, it's only 11. But we've got our next piece of gold. And here's an interesting one, because we had a little hole here in front of us, and I didn't show it. It was partially open. It almost looks like a wombat hole, but it wasn't. It was a prospector's hole. But they were chasing a signal, and they just didn't get it. They must have walked away or thought it was ground noise, or maybe their wife called out, cup of tea's ready, who knows. But swinging over that same hole right in front of us there, and as I said, we've opened it up a little bit. I didn't show it at the start, but I'm going to put him up on the knee. That's what they were chasing, and it was a screamer too. Thought it was going to be rubbish or lead, but it was a screamer because it was sitting up on the surface. He would have literally been maybe an inch down, not even. So really cool. And this material, as soon as you dig down and see this material, you know you're on the money. So I've just had a bit of a scratch over here to see if it continued, and well, yes it does. You can see that material right there, so that's going to have gold right through it. It's a lot different than, where are we? We've got it all round us at the moment. Look, it's all round us at the moment though, but that's the sort of material that you want to find the gold in. So when you're looking for the gold, and in that sort of, not great examples over here either, not too bad, you're in that sort of brown topsoil dirt, well, a lot of the gold doesn't live in that, especially in this area. So really ID your dirt, ID where the gold's coming out from, and attack those areas. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're finding that sort of material, and we're finding signals in it. Most of the time it is gold. Let's keep going. All right, well, not lunchtime just yet, about 20 minutes away still. However, I am so hungry. I'm back to the car for lunch early. I'm starving, I am, working hard. I was trying to get one more target, but look, gold target I should say. Like, I found plenty of lead, but just couldn't get it. Don't know why, but it just wasn't happening for me. So we're going to sit and have some lunch now, and we've got the, as I said, pies sitting in the blue eddy here, or pasties, sausage rolls. I don't even know what I've got for lunch. They should be all cooked by now. Look at that, beautiful. And I've even brought sauce. It's yellow, but it's not mustard, it is sauce. So let's stop and have something to eat, and then back into it. It's lunchtime, and we got some hail. Unreal. Most people would not be out here in this, and look, I'm a little bit silly to be out here in this, just for a bit of gold. It can wait, but what the heck, eh? You only live once. And to be honest, a bit of wet weather gear, how can you go wrong? I'm warm as a bone. Warm and dry, I am. Alright guys, well, about 40 odd minutes we've been going since that last rain shower, since we stopped for lunch, and it started hailing on us. And to be honest, I'm finding it really hard today, really challenging. The detector's only running on 3 or 4 bars of sensitivity at the moment. I've just bumped it up, but it was running mainly today only about 2 bars of sensitivity. Reason being is because it's so noisy. Not just sitting here idle right now, but as soon as you're moving the coil along the ground, I don't know whether it's the moisture in the ground or the day, I don't know, but it just look horrible, absolutely horrible. It's very hard to identify what's a false signal and what's a proper target. This one is a proper target though, and I'm hoping it's gold. I really don't know, but he's in the right material and he's got the right sound. He's actually a bit of a screamer, but that means big gold. Let's have a look. Oh, he's right in the rock too. Oh, this is going to be gold. Oh, magnificent. So I was just, look, humming around here for the last 40 minutes. I'm sort of thinking, what am I doing out here? Maybe I should change it up, try something else. I've got the Equinox in the car today, and down the road I suspect was an old pub. I don't really quite know. It might have just been a Cobb & Co coach stop. Oh my God, that's awesome. But I was nearly going to just take the 6000, turn it off, and head down the road there and start on that and see if I could, well, prove if there was an old pub there, or occupation at least. But look at that, we've just got about 0.5 gram in that one, probably more. Perfect material, quartz, sandstone, but yeah, look at the gold hanging out. Unbelievable. I'm just going to give him a quick clean up. I'll try and find a puddle. You'd think I'll be able to find one pretty easy right now, but I'm not seeing it. There's puddles all around me today, not when you want. Let's just, we'll live on that for now. We'll worry about him later. I'll turn that Bluetooth off. It's so noisy. Look at that though. Absolutely magnificent. That's going to have a lot of gold in it. Whoop, don't lose him. So cool. We've got those other 2 stones to crush up. So we're going to crush them all up once home, and I swear, I reckon this one's probably got about, oh look, let's have another listen. We'll go off tone, shall we? And pull me, just got to pull me jumper up a bit, so the zip hanging off there. It's caught me out a few times. Not with this one though. Oh, exciting, listen. That's all through that. I'm just turning the rock around. Alright, that's exciting. That's what we're out here for today. Getting wet and getting the gold. I can't wait to get home and crush him. Let's keep going. You know what's funny? My old man used to always say, he's an incredibly hard worker too. Like, I mean incredibly hard worker, Dad. But Dad used to always say, it's funny, Luke, the harder I work, the luckier I get. And I really feel the same some days. Like, I always keep that in mind. Thanks, Dad. The harder you work, the luckier you get. You know, some people say, oh, you're so lucky. Well, they don't see or take into account all the effort and hard work that goes into it. I mean, we're up at 6 o'clock this morning. We put the wet weather gear on. We dropped the kids off at school. We drove up here, which is about an hour away. We've been puddling around in the hail and the rain. We cooked lunch. We went back and ate it in the hail and the rain. And really not too much results there this morning. It's only really this afternoon, and to be honest, after lunch, walking around for half hour, I got nothing. I was just really second guessing myself, thinking, what are you doing with your life, Luke? Well, you're wasting your day. But look, here we are. We've just got this whopping great big stone out of there full of gold, probably about $100 worth of gold in that stone. I'm hopeful, I know, but we'll see when we get home. 2 steps forward, another bit of gold. As I said, the harder you work, the luckier you get. Some people call it luck, I call it hard work, and maybe a little bit of luck in between. That's just awesome. So another nugget, and you know what that means. I'm going to go gung-ho now. We need to move the sticks, move the branches, because once you find one bit of gold, and you know, obviously finding that big chunk right there in the stone, I'm not going to leave this spot. You know, this spot is going to be worked and worked very, very hard and thoroughly. But now that I've found the second bit of gold, well, I'm really, really going to give it a go. Like the first bit spurred me on, well, the second bit is going to make me hang here until there's no more signals left. And that's how you work the ground. When you find a little patch, don't walk away until you know you've got it all. And when you've got it all, come back with another coil, different settings, different day. You'll grab a little bit more. Let's move these sticks and branches in front of us. I don't know about how I'll go with this big guy. He's probably going to stay there, but the rest of it is all going to get tidied up, and I'm pretty certain we're going to get some more gold. Let's go. Well, got busy we did, and it paid off, it did. You can see there we moved that big tree that was, well, sort of sitting right where we're sitting right now. And we pushed him up out of the way. Sorry about that sunlight there. Let's take you over here. So he was sort of sitting here, rolling there, and then rolling off into the gully there. And we just rolled upended him, rolled him out of the way, and all the other sticks and branches we've thrown off onto the side. And this here looks like a little washing, little dam area. You can see it's been dammed up with a bit of a dam wall right there. And I dare say the miners were washing a lot of their material that they were digging out from around this little dam in this dam, if that makes sense. Here's our next target. We'll get that sleeve up. And as I said, it's important to move sticks and branches to get those signals. This ground, I cannot tell you how well this ground gets worked by myself and lots of other prospectors. So when you're coming in here, you're really scratching around for signals some days. You're really wondering, where are they all? But if you're not moving the sticks and branches, you're literally just covering the same ground as everybody else. There he is. A little one, once again, not very deep. So all this gold is literally sitting on the surface. It's the fact that the sticks and branches have not been moved that no one has ever picked it up. Just like that big rock. And we're still right in line. You know, we've got that second bit of gold there. There's number 3, which is on my knee. And the first one, big stone come out from there, which has got me spurred on to clear some more, or clear all these sticks and branches and find some more. So let's see if we can grab another one. And we've still got a bit of clearing out to do, because a lot of this loose leaf litter here, let me just show you. A lot of this loose leaf litter, don't stick to my finger. It's got depth about it. So grab the pick. If you scrape back, like generally what I do is I pick up all the sticks and branches, kick them off out of the way, and then I just run the pick through like this, and you'll hook out any more branches, and then I turn the pick on its side and just scrape it away. But look at that. That's just from, well, just what you're seeing just then. And that is what is hiding all the gold ground. So you can actually see there, we've got about 1 inch or 2 inches of that decomposing material. And the coil's got to penetrate through all that to try and find those little tiny specks of gold. So, as I said, clear that area, clear it well. Don't just clear the sticks and branches. You almost need to get a rake and rake in here. I mean, I don't have a rake, or have a rake with me today, but the boot and the pick is just as good a job. And if you push it all to the side, you can simply kick it back in when you're done. Let's get another one. Cue the next big batch of rain. Not far away. Remember that story I was telling you about the other week? Kid from Melbourne that couldn't tell how far the rain was away. I'd give that about 5 minutes. 102. Let's test it. We've got another signal here too, and it's just going to explain something. Hear that wind starting to rip through the trees too. It's a good indication of a rain shower or rainstorm coming. Now this one here, he's a real funny sound. I didn't give you a proper listen to him there. I'm going to be quick and get this out before it rains. But this one here, it just reminded me of an example. Beautiful, still there. So years ago, we had our first event, digger detecting event. There was a bloke there. I'm not going to name names. I probably shouldn't even tell the story, but then again, it doesn't matter. It's just more of an example to let you guys, you know, a bit of a tip to keep in mind. 2 tips here actually. But we had the event, and there was a bloke there who was looking for a bit of help with his GPX 6000 or GPX 5000, I think he had. And there was another bloke who offered him help. Now, they went out in the goldfields together. Beautiful. They went out in the goldfields together, and this bloke wasn't quite certain of his machine, and that's the whole reason why he'd come down to get help that weekend from this other bloke. This bloke was going to help him and teach him about his 5000, 45, 6000, whatever he had. Gold machine anyway. And basically this bloke travelled a long way to get help, which was offered. And he had a couple of signals out in the goldfields, long story short. And he asked this bloke, could you help me identify, what am I doing? You know, like, is there a signal there? Is it a false noise? I mean, if anybody's ever swung off a gold detector, things can get confusing really quickly. So this bloke come over to offer help. He didn't help. Look, I wasn't there, so I'm only going off what I was told, but I was told this by quite a few people. Basically, he didn't offer help. He stood there and said, no, you've got nothing. Walk away, find something else, find another signal. But what this bloke had done, and as I said, I'm only you know, recounting this as a story that I've been told, and I said told by many. What this bloke had done though is he'd only opened up a little hole, a little tiny hole. Here comes that rain. We might have timed it a little bit early. We gave it a bit too long, I should say. But he'd opened up the hole and the signal was sort of there and it wasn't there. And long story short, the bloke said, yeah, just move on, mate. But what he in actual should have suggested to the guy learning, open the hole up wider. You know, our target's clearly out of here right now. But you could see there that we could not get our coil in that hole. So if the target was still there, let's kick that off here because we know our target's pulled out, so we don't want to go throwing more material on top. But if our target was there and we've got a 9-inch round diameter coil, and if our target's there still in the hole and we can't get at it because we haven't dug a wide enough hole, simply open the hole up wider and continue going down. I can't stress that enough. Make sure you make the hole big enough to get your coil in it. Sounds like we've got 2 targets there. What actually happened though, wow, that's the screamer. What actually happened though is this bloke walked away as he was advised to do, and the other bloke come in and grabbed the nugget. Dirty, dirty. Not cool at all. And it was, without giving too many details, it was quite a juicy nugget. 10, 11 gram a nugget. So at that time, worth about $1,200 odd. And it's not a money thing. It's not always a money thing for people. It's certainly not a money thing for me. It's the amazement of finding it. It's the effort and the work and the hard, you know, hard times that you go through to get all this gold. That's what's so important to me, especially. So as you can imagine, this bloke was pretty upset. Yeah, look, I'll just leave it at that. But the main thing is, if you're out there detecting, you get a funny signal and you're not quite certain what's going on, go wider, go deeper, continue going down, and if the signal keeps increasing, continue chasing. If it still stays the same and it's a bit of a weird, funny sound, it's ground noise, or it's rubbish, or you're chasing something false. 102, we said it'd be raining, it's 106. I said we probably counted that, well, we probably gave it a little bit more time than what we should. But let's get this target out now, raining or not, and let's hopefully see another, oh, we've lost him. Hopefully see another piece of gold. Certain it's gonna be. There you are. In the rough again we are. Oh, this is awesome. I just turned the Bluetooth off and it connected right at the wrong time. I go back to Bluetooth off, hang on, let's have a look. That's what we're doing out in the rain today, Buster. Finding the gold. And shooting a video and having fun. A lot of fun being out here too. Like as I said, you could stay in your four walls at home, but then again, I'd just be looking outside, looking at looking at the rain, thinking about gold. There's some water. Clean my nugget for me. Can you see that? It's gold hanging right off the side. I just wish there was a puddle around, because I want to clean up the big guy too. That is awesome. We're on fire after lunch. Those sausage rolls, I tell you what, they have helped. They've put us on fire, they have. And it's raining. Let's keep going. That's awesome, this little spot. We can't seem to do any wrong. Once again, I thought it was going to be rust, like I just tricked there today, earlier today. But look at that, it's gold. Flip them over this way though. You'd swear it's just a bit of rubbish, a bit of flat lead or a bit of rust. But yeah, flipping them over this way, I can see that little hint of gold. It's so impressive that the Coiltech coil, and I'm certain the 11 inch standard coil would probably grab this too. So impressive that it finds these little gold species though. Like, he was hard to find, he was sort of there and not there. But I knew I was chasing something and I knew it was worthwhile. Another bit of gold, awesome. As I said before, the harder I work, the luckier I get. Got holes open everywhere I have. Of course, we're not going to leave them like this before we walk out of here though. It will all get pushed back into place. This is the next one. Have a listen. Amazing. And once again, you'll notice that we've come down into this nice orangey, sandy, slaty, clay, quartzy material. We're out of that topsoil, decomposed topsoil material. You can really see the difference there. But look, as soon as you get down into this, you're pretty much guaranteed the gold. But once again, without a rake or without a bit of work, you know, I'm just hearing the signals and investigating them. And as I dig down, you've got all this stuff here. You keep digging, and you keep digging. It's real thick around the trees too. But you keep digging and digging and digging, and there it is, starting to come through. So that is the wash material that we want to see, because that is the wash material that the miners were chasing up and getting out. And as I said before, if this is a little dam area, damming up with this wall in front of us here, well, this is where they washed all their dirt. Hence why we're finding so much good gold, and we're yet to find a bit of rubbish. Crazy. All morning we're struggling and digging rubbish and looking for signals that weren't there, they were false. We've hit this patch and, well, we've hit it hard. And we've got our gram, I reckon. And I always say to get a gram a day is good. Always want more. Well, I think we're going to get it today. But a gram of gold a day at least for me, working out, you know, the bills and what have you. A gram of gold helps pay for the fuel. It's budgeting the tyres and the insurance, and look, it helps pay all the bills. And obviously the YouTube revenue on top of that. So a gram of gold a day for me is basically making wages, and if I'm not doing it out here, then I simply can't come out here to the gold fields. And what just happened then? 1, 2, all right. Look, if I'm not doing that gram a day though, it's not sustainable. So I need to be doing it with a video, getting the gold and making that bit of money. Let's see what this one is, and then we'll get on to the next one. Exciting. It's never quite what you expect, is it? There we go. I'm just saying how I've got no rubbish. Screaming bit of lead. Screaming donkey. But that's not the only signal that we had in there. Remember, we had one up top pile, one in the hole still. I've made a little nest over here, so I have nest egg 1, nest egg 2. So the first signal that come out, I'll hide that one in the scoop for a second. Don't look. First one that come out was this, lead. Second one that come out was, once again, lead. There's our screaming sound. Let's put them in the pouch, actually, because we don't want to mix them up. Doink, doink. And we haven't done too bad in trash to treasure ratio today, as I said, so I'm okay to carry those around. Listen to that, though. Is that going to be another one? Or, being in that right material, is that going to be a big chunky hunky piece of gold? I reckon it's gold. Let's crack him. Oh no! Oh, you little bugger. Well, I thought I had something set up cool then. But I didn't, and I could delete this clip, but I'm not. I'm going to leave it in, because that's the reality, isn't it? All that gold that you've just seen come out, and now 3 bits of lead. And I really thought that last one was going to be gold. Oh, coil stuck in the hole. Oh, that's it. We'll stand back up and probably check. Good thing about the wet weather gear too, I'll just say, is yeah, you can lay on the ground. You can sit down, you can do whatever you want. And what I do is I just literally strip these off before I jump in the car. And check it out. I'm all clean underneath. I got my trackies on today, look out. So tracksuit pants underneath, and look, I'll just rip off the coat on top. Rip the coat off on top here, and underneath the coat, look at that, clean, warm and dry. Oh, don't mind the Farmer Joe, what do you call them? Elastators, insulators, things that go around your shoulders to keep your pants up. I can't think what to call them. Those things, you know what I'm talking about. Let's keep going. That wasn't even deep, that one. Honestly thought he was going to be rubbish. Is he? He's a stone. He can't be. Oh, he's got gold too. Can't be rubbish when it's got gold hanging out the side, and it's in a stone. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. They're all screaming sounding signals here too. See if we can just wipe it, crush it, love it, fondle it. So it's got slate on the back. That's that real shiny stuff. You often see that in the bottom of your pan when you're doing a bit of panning. There is the gold though. God, it's hard to see. Let's zoom in, because I can see it better too then. There it is, maybe. Where is it? Where did I see it? Oh, it's up there somewhere. It's not really going to matter. And yeah, there it is. It's not really going to matter, because once we get home, we're going to crush it all out. That's definitely gold. Just on fire in this little pit we are. And all screaming, sounding good signals. Amazing. We've got some stones to crush when we get home. And as I said, like to get a gram a day, but I think we've done well and truly over today. And what do we got on the watch? Nearly out of here time, 1:36. So another probably half an hour to go. We'll see if we can go a couple more. And then we're going to go home and crush it and weigh it. Oh, come open pocket. I need to put more gold in you. Where's my bottle? Everything's a battle today. You probably don't recognise this pit anymore. That's from when we first started. What we did was just try and run through it all. We walked in here. We got a signal. It was under this leaf litter here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and that's where we got our big stone from, right there. So we got the big stone there, which was exciting. Spurred us on. We then moved that big stick and half a tree. We rolled him up out of the way. Then we had the big rain shower come through, which was cool. Wish we had had some hail. But then we worked over here in front of us where the detector is. Then we moved over to here. We thought we heard a deep signal, but we didn't, so we cleared all that for nothing. Then we moved up here. Oh, sorry, we got a few bits of gold here I forgot about. Then we moved up here and just digging that signal out there, we got two or three bits of lead, and 3 bits of lead. What I thought was going to be 1 bit of gold. Tricked me. But there's been a lot going on. I'm trying to recount it all. Let's have a look at this one. This is going to be our last dig too. The knees and the back are so sore. Let's have a look. This one's under the tree. And I just heard him, like he was the faintest tone. It wasn't funny. And the reason why I'm working back up this bank again is because, bingo, that's where we got our first good nugget from. So I've sort of scoured this whole hole and I cannot really determine any good, decent, obvious sounding signals. So I'm just sort of scouring back up this bank again, back to where I started, and I've got the next one, which is exciting, as I said. Oh, he sounds good. And he's under the tree. He's in the right material, so it's got to be gold. And this is going to finish us off, and we're going to get out of here. And I'm dead set keen to go see how Dominic's went today. I wasn't going to say anything, but poor Dom's been dealing with some school bullies lately, and it's really annoying me too. Because I could fix the problem quite easily, but I'll probably get in a lot of trouble for doing it too. I see this kid every day I go to pick Dom up, I see this kid walking and I think to myself, what have you done to my son today? And there's some days where I feel like just pulling over and saying, right, you get here. But as I explained to Dominic, by the time I get home I'll have the police knocking on my door, because you can't just go off your head at a 10-year-old. There's channels and ways of dealing with these things. And generally when something happens at school, where'd our target go? Right there, I thought I lost him then. Generally when something happens at school, I mean, I'm responsible for school pick-up, drop-off. But a lot of time, Dom won't tell me until, we get home, oh, by the way, Dad, this happened at school today. And I say, oh, come on, mate, you got to tell me earlier. We need to be able to do something about it when it happens. Address it straight away, not after the fact. And what ends up happening is I get so angry about someone hurting my son. Like yesterday, Dominic got booted in the stomach. He was sitting there minding his own business. This kid walked up to him and just kicked him in the stomach for no reason. There was the other day too where some kid walked behind Dominic on purpose because he doesn't like Dominic for whatever reason. Maybe he's a better reader than him, or maybe he's just jealous of Dominic for some reason. But he walked up behind Dominic with a ball, put it down on the ground and purposely kicked it into the back of Dominic. Sort of stuff annoys the heck out of me. And you try and protect your kids as much as you can, but you can't do anything when they're at school. It's part of the school's responsibility to look after your children. But a lot of the time we get well, we didn't know about it, sorry, or we weren't aware of the situation, or we'll deal with it, but then nothing ever happens. And it drives me up the wall. So I'll be interested to see, long story short, how Dom's went today. I hope he's had a really good day. No issues with shithead little bullies. Alright. Stop talking, get our target out. We best get back to the car, and speaking of school pickup, it's nearly that time. Let's have a look what this is. Yep, it's going to be gold. I can tell by the material. Haven't seen it yet, but in the sunlight here. And let's crush that up a little bit more. Yeah, it's going to be gold, alright. There it is there. As soon as you see that funny sort of dark sort of stain material, yeah, there's gold in it. Because I've cracked a lot of gold out of it in the past. So that's what's going to finish us off. Not the hugest nugget. I thought it stuck to my finger then. Not the hugest nugget, but look, it's another nice little one. It's going to add up with all the rest. And remember, we've got that big stone to crush when we get home. He is so exciting, not to mention all the other stones to crush when we get home. They are all so exciting. Let's actually give you a look at what we did in total today. I still haven't found any water either, so I can't wash that big one and show you. But yeah, we've killed it. We have. Twink, twink, twink. Happy bottle all day long. So probably not for this morning. So let's last bit of gold we just found. Throw the stones up the back there. We'll have a look at all the natural gold, the loose gold. Don't know what that is. Oh, that's gold as well, remember? We thought it was rust. Alright, so I'll zoom in there. Take you in properly. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10. No, 9. That one there. He's got that funny look about him. Yeah, that's the one with a little bit of gold in him, Basil. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we've got the Screaming Donkey. Can't wait to see what this one's got. Gold, obviously, but how much we don't know. We've got the next Screaming Cat. Really cool too. You can see a couple of bits of gold in that one. This little one here, you see the gold over on the back end there. Sexy, sexy mama. And then we've got, where's this one? Look, I don't know, but yeah, it's got gold in it. We're going to crush them all when we get home. The big one, God, he's going to be so cool. He is the sexy mama. Awesome. Let's get you home. Let's crush them all. First, let's go get the boys and see how their day went. Hold up, hold up, hold up. This sometimes happens in my videos. We had about 10 minutes up our sleeve there to film and try and dig a few more and get back to the car, but there we go. We're running back to the car now. We're digging out more gold. There's one little one in the scoop there, and this one here, this is so exciting. We got him right in front of us there, and I'm so glad I chose to stay for another 5 minutes. Listen to that. So big screamer, little tiny stone, 2 more bits of gold to crush up once home. We'll see you there. Right, lads, how do we go at school today?
Good.
Good.
Good? No issues?
No issues.
No bullying?
No.
No bullying.
No, and what did the teacher say? Did she sort out the issue from yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Otherwise, you know what's going to happen.
You're gonna come in and deal with it yourself.
Dad's coming down for some fisticuffs. We would sort it out, wouldn't we?
Mm.
Not in that way, though. Yeah, the right way. Glad it's sorted. Glad you had a good day. Rightio guys, well we are finally back at home. We've picked the boys up from school and they've both had a good day too, which is good. And we've got our rocks right in front of the fire this time. I was going to go into the other shed, but the other shed does not have a heater, does not have a fire. So some of that wood that we picked up out the bush there the other day, we're just burning it off. We're trying to light it up. I didn't have any kindling, so we've just had to light that big log up by himself. Lucky it is very, very dry wood before it got all that rain on it today. So we've got our 3 rocks there that you can see. 1, 2, 3. We've also got, that's gold. That's the month's tally so far we're going to give you a look at. We've done pretty good. Some of it's stuck up in the lid there. Done pretty good, but we'll show you a look at the total weight of that so far. And we've got a very happy bottle today. Very happy bottle. Don't mind the lighting in this shed. It's not the best, sorry. The other shed is better. Brand new LED lights, but we're going to be doing it in here. Just by the heater. Trying to warm the bones up. Warm the blood up, I am. The wet weather gear is good. But look, it was a terribly cold day out the bush today. We had hail, rain, wind, and look, we had it all. So I have cleaned up this little specimen at home here quickly. I ran him under the tap, and you can see there. Look, it's a shame to break it out, really. But you can see there the gold hiding in amongst it. But I'm going to break it out, even though it's a shame. I want to see it. I want to see how much we're getting, because this was screaming its head off, and there's no way that those little pieces there were responsible for all that yelling. So we're going to also crush up all the rest of these. This one here, actually, I don't know if I showed him on camera. We stuck around in that pit there for a little bit longer, probably right up until the last minute. And this one here, he's got that beautiful little rounded quartz stone. So it's all river wash, alluvial wash material, and the gold is embedded inside. So the gold will be alluvial, it'll be rounded and smooth, no doubt, because it would have rounded and smoothed, got rounded and smoothed prior to being captured in that stone. So just giving you a run over the few stones that we've got here, some great gold coming out today. And as I said, sorry about the light, but I'm keeping warm by the fire here. I turn that heater down a bit, that fan down a bit, put it on low, noisy bugger. And we've also got, look, that little bit of a slate specimen. Look, we've got a lot to do, a lot to crush up. For a wet, wild, wintry old day, we've certainly had a great day. So let's make a start. There's gold in there too. There's gold in the lid, there is. I just knocked it out. So let's make a start. We'll get that piece first. Put him in the container, or put him in the pan. And let's see, through all the little stones here first, what we're going to get, and then we'll move on to the bigger ones, and then we'll do the final weigh up. Is there any more gold in that lid? No. Ah, so cool, so cool. I love rock gold. There's another piece. So all the stones, I'm doing a shocking job with the camera. All the stone gold, we're going to throw all in one pan. That's all the detected gold there, so it can go off to the side. I should really zoom you out too, sorry. Nice. There's that tiny little bit that we were questioning, was it even gold? Look, it's small, but it all adds up. As you see, every month, it all adds up. So let's flick that material away a bit. And let's do 4 in 1. Efficient. Make sure they're not stuck to the end of the hammer. We've got 1, 2. He's a real knobbler. Trying to pick him up. Sit him on the end of the finger there. 1 and 2. Nice. Nice chunks. 3. Oh, what happened to our 4th one, bro? We had 4 stones. Oh well. And there's another one. Nice little gold nugget. The lighting is not the best in this shed. I'm really sorry about that, but geez, I'm warm beside this fire. That's a bonus. Nice big flat piece in that one. Yeah, we're going to do really well today. Don't mind the tracksuit pants, they're well worn. So very, very nice nugget. He could probably go in a bit of an acid bath. And we've currently at the moment got another nugget in the acid bath. Alright, continue on. I think we've done enough with those stones. I just thought that was another bit of gold, but I don't think it is. We'll continue on. There's another little bit there though. We'll continue on and we'll move on to those bigger ones. Watch these next ones. We're going to do them quick. 1, 2, 3. And there they are. 3 piles smashed up into dust. We got first off for the first pile, first rock, 2 bits of gold. One's a real wiry bit of gold too, which is really cool. Second pile, we had 1 piece of gold. And third pile, once again, we had another piece of gold. So 4 bits of gold out of 3 piles there. Exceptional. Let's move on to the next 3. Well, we've moved the operation forward a little bit. The reason being is because I've worked out our lighting situation. Look out. That's the best I could find and best I could do. So we've moved forward a little bit. We've just cleaned up our mess and thrown in the shovel and brush. In actual fact, can go in the pan because we are going to pan off all that material. Just make sure we're not missing any gold because it does hide in the colour of the stone here. So let's start with the next one. We are going to use the dolly pot for these, not crush them on the concrete. First one being the last stone that we found, the big guy. Let's go. We've jumped the gun, we have. We've took the liberty of busting up the next stone without you seeing. And to be honest, we can't find anything in it. It needs to be panned off. All of that material needs to be panned off. And I'm certain there's going to be gold hiding in that because there's gold in everything. And this one included. So we've got a little nugget there that you can see. And that come out of that first stone that we busted up. And as I said, we did that one off camera. I've still got that last stone just sitting off camera there. And I cannot wait to, this one here, can't wait to bust him up. Ka-twink! Because, look, it's so exciting. You never know what you're going to get. So we're going to sweep up this material here, this one here, or this material here. It's going to have another gold nugget in it once again, but we just can't find him right now. But we'll sweep it all up, throw it in the pan, and we will pan it off at the end of this video. Now, let's get on to the main one, and I'm going to put this one in the dolly pot because I don't want to lose a piece. Be good to me, won't ya? Let's go. Small taps. Love taps. Not hard taps on this one because we could have big gold in here. Is that everything? Yep. Alright, let's go through it. We're not seeing anything massive. There it is. Oh my god! It's not as big as what I thought it was. Let's hope there's a little bit more. It's not too bad. He's not the stonker I thought he was going to be. So that's one. Let's go through a little bit more and see what else we can get. Wow. This gold hides so easily, it's not funny. Let's clip the torch there. Does that work? Oh, that works awesome. Can do stuff. There is the first nugget. Bingo. Let's sit in with the other big guy. This has got a bit of gold in it. Probably not the half gram that I thought. There's another one right there. Can we pick him up? Yes, we can. Dust him off. Little guy. We'll put him over there beside, and I did see another one right in the middle there. Aha! 4. So not too bad at all. Probably 0.20. That's better if we hold it in the light. Probably 0.20 on that one, I reckon. And that's saying there's no more in there. As I said, we're going to pan off all this material because the nuggets just hide so easily. So small. Alright, let's do it. Sweep it up, pan it off, come back, give you a look. Well, was there any more gold hiding in this pan? We've just went and washed him. I'll be careful where I'm standing here. We'll take you under the light though. Yes, there was. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bits of gold, not too bad. Look, nothing to really worry too much about picking up, but well, if you've crushed it, why wouldn't you get it out of the pan and put it with the rest? It all adds up. As I said, it's small, but it adds up. One pan I did there too, I crushed the stone, had 3.66 grams of gold all up. So pretty phenomenal little result. So look, it's all gold, it all adds up. Throw it into the collection and let's do the final weigh up. Alright guys, well it's finally time for the weigh up time. And look, excuse the lighting, as I said, we're in the shed, we're keeping warm. It's been a horrible cold day as you've seen. Raining and hailing and wind and look, everything. But that's our detected gold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is our rock gold. You really see why I love taking the rocks home. 1, 2, 3, 4, 18. I think we've got in there about 18 pieces. I don't really know. But look, lots more than what we actually found loose, free gold with the detector. I mean, this comes out of the stone. You take it home, you never know quite what you're going to get. So let's combine it all together. Combine or pair the pair and put the pan on. What do you reckon we're going to do? I reckon over 1 gram in that pan, and I don't know. I really have not checked this out. It's just step-by-step process, trying to get it to this point and film everything. But we're about to find out what we're going to get. Let's have a look. I reckon over 1 gram. Easy. Not the 2 that we wanted. We still got more in there. No, that's it. Not the 2 grams that we wanted, but look, sensational results. Gold is 160. Look, about $168, 167.93 cents at the moment. So let's just say $167 a gram, and we've got 1.23 grams. It's just balancing there. 1.22, 1.23, 1.24. Look out! But 1.2 grams, let's say. You've got yourself around about 180, 190, just off the top of my head doing the maths. An exceptional day out. And you've seen it, like it was a horrible, horrible, wet, wild day, as I keep saying. It really, really was. But But the snow gear, you know, if you're prepared for it and you've got the right equipment, there's nothing to say you can't get out there and have a little bit of fun. So let's put it all together. 1, 2, 3 that we got today, and we've roughly got a bit under 5 grams in here for the month of June. So let's put it all together. 5, 5, 7. Awesome. That is so cool. Did I say under 5? I think I meant under 4 because 5, 5, 8 now. So really exceptional. Look, if we can get over the 6 or 7 gram mark, I mean, we've only got about a week left, not even, to cover the end of June. But if we can get over the 6 or 7 gram mark, that would be good. Probably 7 grams would be good. That puts us over 1/4 of an ounce or up to 1/4 of an ounce, and see if we can get a little bit more after that. So hope you've enjoyed, guys. Once again, sorry about the lighting. It's been It's been a cold, terrible, windy, wild day, but look, we've had a lot of fun. We've topped up for the month of June, and I hope you've enjoyed. We'll catch you on the next. Cheers.